Earth's embrace, Captain's log, day 1. The blue marble shrinks in the viewport, our home, our cradle. We are the pioneers, the seekers, the dreamers. Aurora's lantern, our ship, hums with life. It carries the hopes of millions. Our mission to explore the solar system, to seek out its secrets. Ahead lies the great unknown. The universe beckons, and we, Aurora's lantern and her crew, are answering the call.
The lunar surface, gray, desolate, beautiful. Stepping out of the lander, I felt a lightness I hadn't anticipated. It wasn't just the lower gravity, it was the silence, an absolute stillness I had never experienced on Earth. Our mission, to explore a recently discovered cave system near the lunar South Pole. Speculation ran wild back on Earth. Ancient alien outpost, hidden water ice reserves. The only way to find out was to get our boots dirty. The first few caverns were unremarkable. Dust, craters, more dust. Then we found it. A chamber, vast and echoing. In the center, a circular structure, metallic, pulsating with an eerie blue light. What the hell was this thing? As I reached out to examine it, the ground shook. Dust rained from the ceiling. The comms crackled with the frantic shouts of our pilot. "Cave in, we gotta go now!" We scrambled back to the surface as the tunnel behind us collapsed. Made it out just as the entrance caved in. We were safe, for now. But the experience left an indelible mark. The moon held secrets. Ancient, powerful, and potentially dangerous secrets. And I, for one, was both terrified and thrilled to uncover them.
Venus. They call it Earth's twin. Yeah, right. This twin is one hell of a volatile sibling. Our probes painted a grim picture. Thick, toxic atmosphere. Surface temperatures hot enough to melt lead. And yet here we were, braving the inferno. Our mission to deploy a network of atmospheric sensors. Simple enough, in theory. Except one of the damn things decided to go offline during deployment. "Spacewalk time, Johnson," the captain said, that infuriatingly calm drawl in his voice. Great, just great. Stepping out into that furnace was the closest I've come to understanding hell. The heat hit me like a physical blow. The pressure was immense. Sweat stinging my eyes, I wrestled with the sensor, my suit creaking in protest. After what felt like an eternity, I got the damn thing back online. Back inside the ship, I collapsed, utterly spent. Venus had tested me, pushed me to my limits, but I had stared down the inferno and lived to tell the tale. One more notch on the belt of Aurora's lantern, one more step into the great cosmic unknown.
Mercury, a ball of iron bathed in the sun's fury. From a distance, it looked serene, almost peaceful. Up close, it was anything but. Our ship, the mighty Aurora's lantern, felt like a kite in a hurricane. The sun's gravity pulled at us, threatening to send us spiraling into the inferno. My hands danced across the control panel, countering the gravitational pull, adjusting our trajectory. Sweat beaded on my brow, a testament to the tension gripping me. Then, the alarm blared. Solar flare. A massive wave of radiation erupted from the sun, washing over us. The lights flickered, systems went haywire. Our shields held, but barely. Through it all, I held the ship steady, my heart pounding against my ribs. When the storm passed, we were battered, bruised, but alive. Mercury had tested us, pushed us to the brink, but we had danced with the inferno and emerged, singed but victorious.
Section 5, Martian Whispers, Biologist's Log, Day 60. Mars, the Red Planet. For centuries we've dreamt of finding life here, of discovering that we are not alone in the universe. Today, that dream took a small but significant step forward. We landed on the edge of Valles Marineris, the grandest canyon in the solar system. Our mission to collect soil samples and search for signs of past or present life. But Mars, as always, had other plans. A dust storm. It rose from the canyons like a wrathful god, engulfing everything in its path. Visibility dropped to zero. The wind howled like a banshee, battering our lander. We huddled inside, our instruments blinking nervously as the storm raged outside. And then I saw it. A faint glow emanating from the soil sample I had collected just before the storm hit. Under the microscope, the truth was revealed. Microbes. Tiny, glowing microbes. Dormant but alive. Life on Mars. It wasn't the little green men of science fiction, but it was a start. A whisper of life in the vast cosmic desert. A testament to the tenacity and wonder of the universe.
Section 6, Asteroid Sentinel Security Officers Report, Day 90, the Asteroid Belt, a graveyard of shattered worlds, a cosmic minefield of rock and ice. Our mission to test a new defense system designed to protect future spacecraft from asteroid collisions. But as we entered the belt, the unexpected happened. Our own defense system malfunctioned. Alarms blared, red lights bathed the bridge in an eerie glow. Multiple contacts, closing fast, the sensor officer yelled, his voice tight with fear. I took a deep breath, forcing myself to remain calm. Divert all auxiliary power to the engines, I ordered, my voice steady. Prepare for evasive maneuvers. The ship shuddered as the engines strained against the relentless pull of the asteroids. We weaved and dodged, our hull groaning in protest. I could feel the sweat trickling down my spine, but my focus never wavered. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, we cleared the belt. We had survived.
Section 7, Jovian Symphony, Astrophysicist's Notes, Day 120. Jupiter, a king among planets, a swirling vortex of gas and storms, twice the size of all the other planets combined. And we were about to perform a gravitational slingshot around it, a delicate dance with the largest planet in the solar system. One wrong move, and we'd be flung out of the solar system, or worse, pulled into Jupiter's crushing embrace. As we approached, the ship vibrated with a low hum, a symphony of gravitational forces. I watched, mesmerized, as the great red spot, a storm larger than Earth, churned across Jupiter's surface. And then the show began. Io, Jupiter's volcanic moon, erupted in a fiery display, spewing lava plumes hundreds of kilometers into space. It was beautiful, terrifying, awe-inspiring. We whipped around Jupiter, using its gravity to slingshot us further out into the solar system, towards our next destination, Saturn. Section 8, Saturnine Surgeon, Medic's Log, Day 180, Saturn. The ring jewel of the solar system, but even in the face of such beauty, crisis can strike. We were orbiting Titan, Saturn's largest moon, when the call came in. Medical emergency in the hydroponics lab. It's Miller. I rushed to the lab, my heart pounding. Miller, our botanist, lay on the floor, his face contorted in pain, a shard of metal protruding from his leg. He was tending to the new growth lights, his assistant, a young woman named Chen, explained, her voice trembling. One of the panels exploded. I assessed the damage. Deep laceration, possible arterial bleeding. This was bad. We were millions of kilometers from Earth, our resources limited. This surgery would be a challenge even in the best of circumstances, and operating in zero gravity added a whole new level of complexity. But I was the only doctor on board. Miller's life was in my hands. Hours later, after a tense and delicate procedure, I stitched up the last wound. Miller would live. As I gazed out the viewport at the majestic rings of Saturn, I felt a surge of pride. We had faced another challenge and emerged stronger. Section 9, Neptunian Enigma, Captain's Log, Day 300, Neptune, the ice giant, the farthest planet from the Sun, our final destination. We had traveled billions of kilometers, braved countless dangers, faced the unknown, and emerged victorious, but our journey was far from over. As we approached Neptune, our sensors picked up something strange, a faint signal from Triton, Neptune's largest moon, a complex repeating pattern almost like language. "What is it, Captain?" asked Dr. Singh, our linguist. "I don't know," I replied, my gaze fixed on Neptune, "but I intend to find out." As we descended towards Triton, a sense of unease settled over me. We had come to the edge of the solar system, seeking knowledge, but what we found might be more than we bargained for. The ship shuddered. Warning lights flickered on the control panel. "Engine failure," the first officer reported. "We're losing altitude." I took a deep breath, my heart pounding. We were millions of kilometers from Earth, our ship crippled, and yet as I gazed out at the vast expanse of the Kuiper Belt, I felt a strange sense of peace. We had come so far, faced so much. Whatever happened next, we would face it together. For we were the crew of the Aurora's lantern, and we were explorers.